Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Not yet. Just give me a minute. I think we can start.
Okay. Good evening, friends. Welcome to day 8 of PIMA Voices of Youth 9-day program. My name is Bharti, and today's our special guest is Hasini Pasumarthi. She is a rising senior. She was introduced to meditation by her mother 2 years back, and since then, she has been practicing meditation regularly. She understands the significance of meditation, and so, uh, in order to spread, because she feels that it's very beneficial to her, she wants to spread it to her friends, and she's introducing meditation to her peers also. She's a very talented student, and I have seen that she's a very skillful MC also. I was really impressed when she conducted the MC in meditation, Houston meditation, during Houston meditation program in Houston. Um, so today's topic for her discussion is the essence of acceptance, and I would now give it to her. Please welcome Hasini, and it's now all over to her.
Thank you. Let me share my screen really quick. All right. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. So without further ado, I shall start now. Hello, everyone. My name is Hasini, and today I would like to share a quality that may sound simple, but can completely change how we live. This is acceptancy. The art of accepting life, people, and ourselves just as they are. When we practice acceptancy, we stop fighting reality, and instead we learn to flow with it. As wisdom and traditions remind us, resistance does in fact create suffering. And while acceptance instead opens the door to growth, healing, and peace. Accepting life. Life, we know, of course, rarely follows our plans. So imagine preparing for a picnic, only for there to be a rainstorm 2 minutes later. One person, like your friend or something, would go home complaining the whole day and becoming upset because they couldn't eat their favorite food because they got drenched in water. But you accept the rain and you pull out an umbrella and maybe you enjoy a warm cup of tea by the window when it's raining, or my favorite, some Maggi noodles. The situation is the same, yet the experience is different. So, acceptancy, we must understand, doesn't mean to give up. Instead, it means that we see life clearly and we stop wasting energy on what we cannot change, and we tend to focus on what we can do instead. For the more technical people that are listening, another term that could be used to describe the essence of this practice would be the sunk cost fallacy. Now, I'm quite a nerd in school and I love microeconomics, which is a class I'm taking right now. And this sunk cost fallacy is basically a cognitive bias that makes someone feel as if they should continue pouring resources into a situation that has essentially already sunk, as in the name. And instead of falling into this trap of spending more than necessary and putting in more effort than needed, what one should do instead is move on and focus on the next best option. And in this example's case, it's the umbrella with the picnic in the rain. Now I'd like to move on to accepting others. Every person carries their own story. Not everyone lives the same life, right? That's known to a lot. Yet many times we try to change others to match our own expectations. Sometimes people may not think or act the way we would like them to, but we shouldn't let that ruin how we run our own mind and mentality. An example of this that I prefer to use a lot would be to think of a classroom group project. One student could be super organized and a type A worker, but another student is more creative but forgetful. And another might be quiet and more introverted. If we judge or resist these differences, conflict can grow. There's going to be a lot of discrepancies between the people, and we don't want that. So what we do is we accept these people as they are, and we see each person's value and the group succeeds. Woohoo! History also gives us wisdom. And an example of this is when Nelson Mandela was released after 27 years in prison. He chose to accept his former oppressors as partners in building South Africa's future. This acceptance turned potential revenge into reconciliation. So, all in all, acceptancy of others builds compassion, and compassion builds bridges where walls once stood. Now, the hard part, accepting ourselves. In my opinion, the hardest form of acceptancy is self-acceptance. Many of us carry inner criticism, like maybe a student would think, I'm not smart enough, or maybe a bodybuilder would be like, oh, I'm still not strong enough. There's so many people better than me. I'm just not good enough. But think of a seed. No one blames a seed for not being a tree yet. We accept it as it is. Trusting it will grow. In the same way, self-acceptance means seeing ourselves as we are today, while trusting in our capacity to grow tomorrow. This is very valuable to me and really struck as I am a student. When we accept ourselves, we stop battling our own reflection, and from that acceptance, true growth does in fact begin. So, acceptancy is not resignation, as stated before. It is not saying everything is fine, I'll just do nothing and everything's gonna move along as it should. Instead, it is you setting your own foundation for wise action. Like, imagine being stuck in traffic. You can honk, shout, and stress, but you really can't change where you are. You're still moving at the same 2-mile-per-hour pace on some highway in Houston. The traffic is crazy. Or instead of stressing like this, you can accept the situation, listen to music, or use the time to reflect and contemplate. One path creates stress and the other creates peace. Now it's up to us to choose which one we want. Spiritual wisdom also echoes this. Buddha taught pain is certain, but suffering is optional. So take this as pain comes from life's challenges, and suffering comes from resisting them. But if you accept all these challenges, you essentially remove the extra layer of suffering, allowing you to go through it. So, and this is a nice little formula because I'm a math person as well. Acceptance equals wisdom, which equals knowledge, which equals peace. A whole back to a circle, full circle moment. Now, for daily practice, of course, meditation, the best way that we can try to become more acceptant of ourselves and our surroundings. Pause, breathe, and accept. Should put this on a t-shirt. That would very much be nice. And then all of this does lead to living in harmony with nature, your friends, your peers, coworkers, teachers, family, most of all. So being acceptant of everything is definitely something that one would want to implement in their life for the long run. So some quotes that really stood out to me when I was researching about this topic was like, what you resist persists. So they always say, don't run away from your problems. And this is why, because problems constantly build up and it becomes harder to solve them. And then what you accept transforms. So if you accept yourself as you are, you find the underlying problems within yourself. And you also tend to formulate answers on how to solve those problems and solutions on how to make your life better. Now, this is the end. So today I invite everyone to practice acceptancy in your life. So when life surprises you, don't be shocked, okay? Accept it and then act wisely. When people disappoint you, accept and choose compassion, choose forgiveness. And when you look in the mirror, most of all, accept and love yourself as you are. Because in acceptance lies freedom, and in freedom lies peace. So that is it for today. So thank you for this opportunity, and I'm here to answer any questions.
Wow, what a presentation. Very nicely done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and it's all up to you now, Patriji.
Oh no, some questions will be there, right? So
I don't think
you might be.
so.
Yeah.
If you guys have a
Please.
question, feel free to raise your hand. Or
So can I ask you, do you have any real life situation where you accepted something and changed your situation?
Yes, actually. So I am involved in a lot of extracurriculars, right? And one of them is choir. This one year, I didn't make it into the highest choir that I auditioned for. And I was really, really sad because like all my friends moved up. So I was basically gonna have to meet and interact with a bunch of new people. And back then I was in fact an introvert. So this was a very hard task for me. However, I kept on telling myself this time will pass by and like everything happens for a reason. That was my way before coming into meditation of accepting the situation I was in. And to my surprise, because I didn't make it into the highest choir, I met someone. I met one of my best friends to this day, actually. And together, we both joined a club. And now that club has grown to 300 plus members. And I am the co-vice president of it.
Wow.
So, because I chose to let that situation go, I chose to let the failure in that go, it led me to something better. And that gave me hope that everything happens for a reason, because I wouldn't be here today if what happened in the past didn't occur. So, of
Great, great. Thank you. Thank you.
course.
That was a beautiful thought. That was so nicely put, Hasini. Really, it was
Thank you,
remarkable.
Auntie.
Really loved the way you explained. Yeah, that's really true. Like, everything happens for a reason, and every
Yeah.
rejection is a redirection, actually. Wonderful. Very good. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else who wants to share their stories of acceptance?
Very well explained, Hasni.
Thank you.
And you have also shared with your example, really. It's very awesome. Thank you for sharing. Would you like to recommend any books?
If I was to recommend a book, it would be You Can Heal Your Life. Because I actually read that book and I did a presentation on it for school. Because I was so in shock of how like this woman was like solving all the problems in her life, how she cured her own cancer. And it really hit me that her way of acceptance was finding a solution that she would like her way, that was her way of acceptance, like finding a feasible solution, like loving herself and accepting who she is. She thought of that as enough self-love to solve her own inner problems. And I felt like that really related to this topic.
What is the name of the book? Can you
You
repeat
can
it, please?
heal your life.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So, anybody else has any comments on this topic? Or a question to Hasini? Hasini is sharing her wisdom, and she is very young, but is still very wise.
Thank you.
How much time did you take to make this presentation, Hasini?
This was a topic that really resonated with me. So
Mhm.
it took max probably like 30 minutes or so because I knew exactly what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it. So it definitely did not take as long as I expected.
Very good.
Nice.
Right. If there are no more questions, I guess we can move on to the meditation.
Sure.
Okay. I turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you. This is just a personal question. So you're a rising senior. Means are you in 12th grade or 11th right now?
12th grade right now. Yeah.
Okay. Normally I thought rising senior means summer of 12th, between summer of 11th and 12th, right?
Yeah.
So you are a senior.
Yes.
So are you applying already? Have you started applying?
I have started applying actually. It's just now submitting them.
So you plan to go to UPenn?
Oh, it's definitely on my list. I'm definitely applying, but who knows? If it's meant to be, then I'll get in.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm. Okay, friends. Please sit comfortably. Cross your legs. Clasp your fingers. And gently close your eyes. Bring all your attention to your breath. Take a few deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out.
We can't hear the music.
Oh, I have turned it on. Sharing? Is it shared or not?
Can you reshare again, please?
It's advanced and then shared computer audio. That's what it says. You're not able to hear?
Working now. It's working now.
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. A few deep breaths. And bring your awareness to the breath, to the flow of the breath. Go deep. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. With each incoming breath, feel that divine energy is going in. With each outgoing breath, feel more and more relaxed. Now come back to your normal, natural, tranquil breath. Witness your breath, and as you witness, the breath will become slower and softer and softer. And the mind will become calm and still. Any thoughts come, don't don't get attached to them. Bring your attention back to your breath. your attention back to your breath with any. There are any thoughts? Friends, please bring back your attention to your body. Bring your palms to your eyes. Five. On the count of five, when you're comfortable, you may open your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Give a good tight hug to your body. A deep sense of gratitude. You open your eyes now. If you want to continue, how do you want to proceed? Should we continue or share some wisdom?
Yeah. Thank you, Hasini. Thank you for being here, sharing your wisdom, even with your busy schedule. Thank you for being here for Paima Houston.
course.
It was a very enriching experience, Hasini. It's essence of acceptance is applicable to everybody, and you chose a very good topic. Thank
Yeah.
you.